Hello everybody. So today I'm going to show you how we recently had an agency that serves coaches to building systems and automations. They were serving people in this way and they joined us, and within 21 days they actually fixed their lead generation and appointment setting issue, and they're now feeling happier about their progress. But before I do go into that, be sure to give me a like on this post, subscribe and follow us, and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss my next awesome video that is literally coming out tomorrow. So I'm shooting 21 days of Facebook Lives, and it's the start of a journey that I hope to turn into a podcast. It's the journey to $500,000 per month, and it's really documenting our journey. We're currently at $50,000 to $100,000 per month, and really I wanted to show everyone the process we're taking to get to 500K per month, and so that you can do it without all the mistakes, and we're just taking those for you, and I'm really excited to share with you this process. So let's jump into the video and the topic of the day. So delegating lead generation is a topic that is really worth speaking about. The reason why it's worth speaking about is because after you generate your first couple of sales, you've got what's called service market fit. Now, bear in mind, this video is not going to make sense for anyone that's not a coach, a consultant, or an agency owner that is in the high ticket space or getting into it. So if you're not that, just turn off this video because it won't matter to you unless you're interested in it. But I'm really going to speak about a really important thing. And so once you've created your first couple of sales at a high ticket pricing is just like $1,000 or more per client. The next most important thing is that you understand, okay, how do I generate leads for this offer that would be qualified to buy? And so they have the need you serve with your offer. They have the money to buy, and they're committed. So that's a qualified lead by my understanding. And really what's important is that you get access to groups of this audience in numbers high enough to meet your income goals. That's really all it is. After you focus on getting your first sales, it's not on a website, it's not on joining ClickFunnels, it's not on listening to 100 Hormozy videos, it's not doing any mindset courses, it's not even about doing any consulting courses. All you should be focusing on is getting a really good lead generation specialist, someone that can come in. Either it's through paid ads and a simple lead ad, or it's on outreach specialists like what we do. You can literally hire someone and do this. This is all that you need to do. Get lead generation delegated, and we use it to get people into our Facebook group, and then we set them as appointments, and literally that's what's important. So if there's no traffic going out in behalf of your brand, there's no one seeing your stuff, if you don't have people seeing your stuff regularly, a flow of new people, then all the content you're going to be sending out is going to be just literally saturating the same people, and you're going to burn your audience. So what's important is that we really delegate this. And that's where a lot of people go wrong, is that once they get their first clients, they focus on branding or they focus on something else. If you're not getting traffic, then branding doesn't matter because no one is really seeing your stuff. So I went through the path of following an unproven process and scaling my business, really not knowing which steps to take, which ones were the right ones. I went from 2K per month to 50K per month, but it took me literally 3 years to get to this consistently. If I had a proven process like the one we teach, like the ones I see out there, I literally could have done it in 6 to 12 months. I'm sure of it, because the journey from 0 to 2K per month can take an infinite amount of time. Because it's not the person's identity yet. They don't understand themselves to be this kind of person, so they can have a really high chance of giving up. Once you get your first high ticket paid clients, you're cool, let's do this. I'm never going to give up because I know it's a reality, and I'm sure as hell not going back to working for $30 an hour. So really, it's okay, let's make the journey easier. So many watching us will understand, it's a very painful, very lonely road, following an unproven process, trying to generate leads by yourself. There's many setbacks until you can actually create success. So after 3 years in the trenches, focusing only on lead generation and appointment setting, I've finally understood how you can really make it work consistently. But first, why should you listen to me? So in our first year, I was an addictions coach. I helped alcohol and drug addicts save $500,000 in the space of 1 year. And I earned my first $75,000 as a coach. So then that's my second year. I shifted towards helping coaches to become certified and get their first clients. I made $100,000 in that year. The third year, I earned $200,000 helping coaches to scale to 10K per month. And the fourth year, I helped coaches, consultants, and agency owners scale to 50K per month, and I earned $500,000. This year, we're entering our fifth year, and we've already done $500,000, and it hasn't even been like 6 to 9 months. So really, like, we're compounding things, but we're not compounding things for no reason. We're doing it because we're delegating more departments of the business, and I can focus on higher value tasks. So that's why you should listen to me. And this really, getting this success I'm talking about really comes from the main 5 concepts and the one core mindset shift. Okay. So today I'm going to focus on the core mindset shift. And if you're wanting to hear more about the 5 core concepts, then let me know in the comment section below. And then I can know it's worth covering in tomorrow's live. But if we don't get any comments, then there's no point. So comment below if you think you'd like to know. So I'm really going to go through this mindset shift, and really the name of this mindset shift is called fast feedback. So a lot of people have heard of this, but it's really not covered in as much depth as it needs to get the full value from it. Fast feedback is, you think about your life as a feedback loop. So feedback loops are that you have a belief, it creates an action, you take the action, you get a result, and what the result is creates a reinforcement of belief, which then creates another action, and so on. So what we have is negative feedback loops, and we have positive feedback loops. When a business owner comes into scaling their business, they come into our program and any program with a bunch of bad feedback loops and a bunch of good feedback loops. Our job is to really destroy all of the bad feedback loops that are preventing them getting success, because that's what it comes down to. Now, why do people execute on bad feedback loops? It's because of knowledge gaps. And the knowledge gaps then create poor behaviors in the business that don't create results. So we destroy these bad feedback loops, we fill in the knowledge gaps, we create more positive feedback loops, and these are literally just behaviors. So because we change we have to change the belief first that our process works for people. Through that, we change their behavior and we give them the new behavior. We really fix their knowledge gaps. We give them our system, they take action on it, and it creates a new result. Okay, so that's really how we do it in the mastermind, but that's how all programs work. The only thing is, a lot of the time with lead generation and delegating that, a lot of people get into this founder's syndrome where they believe that only they can generate the right leads. They try delegating, it didn't work, so they have to now continually generate leads. But they get into this cycle. They generate leads, they get some sales, they try and delegate because they realize it's not sustainable to continue generating leads themselves. So they try and delegate it again, but they just can't. And they keep coming back to it. They generate sales, they delegate, it doesn't work. They generate sales, they delegate, because they don't actually have a proven process of how to do this successfully. Or they try a couple of appointment setting agencies where they try and automate too much of the process and it just doesn't work. So having fast feedback and destroying your negative feedback loops by having the right kind of implementation, the way that we need to do it in terms of lead generation is that we just need to do that. Just generating leads, focusing on the right people. Let's get that sorted. Then let's focus on appointment setting. But if we try and do both at the same time, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a long time to get success because you've just got more complex steps to actually dial in and work on. So there's a bigger time delay because the more complex a result, the bigger the result you're trying to create, the more complex it will be to implement that to success. So the longer it takes. Okay, that's generally speaking. So with this fast feedback, what we implement is a process of fast feedback in our mastermind where we're giving daily feedback. We're giving a really important weekly feedback to the client. They're getting every single week and every single day shifts, and that allows them to evolve their negative feedback loops, liberate the energy that is tied up with executing those negative behaviors that don't get them results, and then executing more positive feedback loops, okay? And that's what generates the results. It drives those results. So let me know in the comments if I'm explaining it well. If you're not understanding, then also comment and just let me know what you want to have cleared up. But this is really the essence of fast feedback in terms of generating the success that we create, but you could use this in any area of life. So really having fast feedback and doing this really occurs over time.